diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and today I have with me DeAndre Washington, who is a tight end out of Arkansas, Monticello. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm good. It's a pleasure having you. Can you just tell our viewers a little bit about your overall career so far?
Well, you know what I'm saying? I started at high school, Booker T. Washington High School out of Shreveport, Louisiana. There, I signed a scholarship to play at Langston University in 2015, where I played there a little while. I played as a true freshman. Had a good little freshman season, and things didn't go well. I mean, didn't work out as planned. So I needed to go home and refocus myself for a semester and to get my grades right and stuff like that. And from there, I was given the opportunity to walk on the UAM to play football there. So I went there in 2016, basically just get my grades right and just refocusing myself to adjust myself to the game and then things like that. And 2018, I redshirted in 2017. In 2018, I got my opportunity to step on the field where I moved from wide receiver to tight end. And from there, in 2018, 2019, I've been two-time All-American. All these great all-conference, all-region. And I feel like I just had a good career.
Great. And, you were talking to me there for a little bit. You were a wide receiver for a little while and kind of a tight end.
Yes,
Again, I have you listed at 6'3", 240-ish. But, you haven't always been that big. Tell me maybe what do you think is like the best part of your game right now?
Best part of my game? I'm very versatile by me being a wide receiver before. It's being lined up. I can be lined up anywhere. Being lined up wide in the slot is really, it's like second nature to me. And being a tight end, I've been able to get the experience of being the H-back, a sniff blocker in the backfield, or an inline tight end with my hand in the ground. I feel like I just can line up anywhere and just create mismatch problems for the opposing defenders.
Great. So, obviously, we want to stick you we want you to stay at that size as much as we can because, I feel like that's a good size for a lot of the tight ends that are coming out now. The whole tight end position has kind of evolved a lot lately where you're not always in line. It's not like, ground and pound all the time for like all 32 teams in the NFL. So some teams will end up just having you out there as an H-back kind of slot, guy. So it's nice to have that as part of your game. So what have you been working on lately, DeAndre? Like to better yourself as a player?
Just staying in shape with all this, the quarantine and the pandemic going on right now. Just focus on staying in shape and keeping and maintaining my weight and mostly trying to become a better blocker, which is working on stand starts, going to the facility and just practice hand placement on the bag and anything like that. Anything that I can do to better myself as an inline blocker.
Cool. So, I feel like you're a great receiver. And, obviously you're trying to, just be a well-rounded tight end and, so that I can move you around. I was looking at some of the things that you did last year and even the year before, it seemed like you were a nightmare against East Central. So, almost putting up 200 yards one year, which is just insane. So obviously, yeah, like you were saying, just trying to, get you to be a well-rounded tight end so that, we don't have to take you off the field.
Okay.
So tell me maybe about, one of the coaches that has helped mold and shape you into the, player and person that you are today. Is there maybe a coach that sticks out or a lesson that you've learned that is just don't know, an unforgettable lesson?
Yeah. Fortunately, I've been blessed with a lot of coaches and helped me out through the years, but the biggest that had an impact on my life the most was my head coach, Coach Jackson. I really consider him as a father figure to me since my father passed away in 2014. I feel like ever since I got to UAM, he's been there for me, and he knows my situation with anything. And me used to fight with depression, and the biggest lesson from him was to be myself and also get myself more out there with speaking up like about how I feel instead of holding all of the feelings in, because you know what I'm saying, holding your feelings in it's a dangerous thing. And with him saying like he's comfortable with me telling him anything that goes on in my head, I feel like that trust build it over time, and I feel like I can tell him anything. I'm forever grateful to him.
Great. And kind of along those same lines as to some of the people that have helped maybe mold, shape you into the player that you are. Are there any other? Let's talk about your teammates. Any of the teammates that you've been around that have really impacted you, that are just very, I don't know, impressionable, that just made an impact on you?
I mean, fortunately, I've been around a couple of great teammates. You know, fortunately, I had the opportunity to watch Jalen Tolliver. You know, he's a professional player and played in the NFL and the XFL. A guy like Cole Series that had the NFL, you know what I'm saying? He had NFL opportunities and pro opportunities. Those guys, just their work ethic for me and the way that they love the game, they attack the field, the weight room, the film room, and it really stuck out to me. And the current teammates, you know, the one that really just sticks out to me is our quarterback, Demarlin Brown. You know, he's going to be a incoming sophomore. You know, he's a true freshman. You know, he wasn't starting initially, but by like the fifth game was the East Century game. That was his breakthrough game. Like the first game was his breakthrough game because I feel like he just put a stamp on it. Like this is my time. I'm going to take advantage of it. So basically, he was given the opportunity and he really did flourish. I mean, he got freshman of the year, you know, almost 1,000 yards rushing and 2,000 yards passing, I believe, just by starting almost 5 or 6 games. What he had able to do, he changed the whole dynamic of our offense. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing him grow as a player.
Great. Well, I mean, it sounds like you guys got a lot of things going at UAM. I mean, you got yourself a quarterback that you're going to have for next few years. Obviously, you play a pivotal role in that offense, just kind of moving you around as a receiver and a blocker. Um, Before I let you go, I need to ask you 2 more questions real quick. Tell me why you play football.
Just for the love of the game, man. The love of the game, that's just for the love, but the life lessons it teach you, you know, it teach you like many lessons you can pull out of it. One of the biggest is discipline, and it just gives you a different perspective on life, you know. It's just you know what you like, you know what you want to do, you know, football doesn't last forever. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be doing this until you're 50, you're not gonna be doing it until you're 80. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna come by, it's gonna go fast. And what it teaches you, it prepares you for your next chapter in life. So by the time you know what you want to do in life, you've already prepared from those different things that it taught you, with discipline and many stuff like that.
Great. And I gave you like 30 seconds. Give me your final pitch to a professional team. Why should they sign you? Why should they bring you into their team? What do you bring as a teammate?
I bring a hard-working guy. I mean, a real hard-working guy. You know, they can get it done. I mean, that's going to get it done by any means necessary. I mean, a hard worker that can work from the ground up. I mean, not being used. I mean, being used to being uncomfortable. I mean, some guys, some guys used to being from the time they stepped on to college. They've been that guy. They haven't had the experience of working from the ground up. So I feel like being at the next level is you really have to start over again. For me, I can I'm going to be comfortable in that way because I experienced that before. What if they want me to do special teams at the time, special teams, I feel like I have a great experience in special teams and all that with being like, I have done punt return, punt, kickoff return and stuff like that, enhanced team. I feel like I can bring that versatility to teams also. So that's why I feel I can bring it to the team.
Great. Well, I mean, we've talked about a lot of things that you could bring to a team. I do feel very comfortable with you as a receiver. I mean, as we were talking again, like you know that whole breakout game for your freshman quarterback who's going into his sophomore year, like against East Central, that was just a phenomenal game for both of you guys. And you do bring a lot to the table. You've gotten your weight up, which is fantastic. So it really establishes you as a tight end. When you're 6'3", 240 pounds plus, which is very good. And DeAndre, you've been through a lot of adversity in your life, and you've gotten through it. And I feel like teams need to understand that that's what you bring to the table, is that you're a strong-willed individual that can get through anything. So thank you so much for your time, and wish you best of luck moving forward. Again, this is DeAndre Washington, tight end, Arkansas Monticello. Check him out. Thanks again.
All right,
DeAndre.
thank you. Thank you.